EA Sports, and we've got the two teams who met in Super Bowl 55. We're just moments away from the action on Monday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Down to about the 32. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 26. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Now here's Mahomes. Down the sideline he goes. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 27. In motion goes the tight end. Now Mayfield. Looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down and 3. A man who grew up right here in Kansas City at Center High School. It's Rachaad White. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. That's caught by Durham. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
First down, here's White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun with White. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
They'll try the right side with Pirine. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a fast footwork by White. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Palmer going in motion right. Here's Mayfield. Now there's a short one taken in by Otten. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mayfield down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. It's Pirine to begin the drive. Escapes the defender. Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
To throw, Mayfield. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now here's Trenton Gill now. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Muscles him off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught left side, Hopkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pass taken in by Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Mahomes. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion right is Hopkins. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. Whoa! It still won't go down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Trying for it with Pirine. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mahomes going to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out come the Bucs now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Mayfield looks to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Complete right side to Otten. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. In motion left goes a tight end. Mayfield now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That is caught, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To throw, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In motion right goes Hopkins. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep into space at the 45. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And again, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 5. Running the toss to Irving.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to throw now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll try it now with Irving. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Pirine.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Sheds off the tackle.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Trey Palmer from 21 yards away. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 14-yard line. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Mike Pennell busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game, and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 99 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Hunt will try going up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down, and they'll have to throw it anyway.
And Hunt will find his way in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
It's caught. This is White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.